O'Donnell is opening up about her skin cancer diagnosis.
I was very upset, cried about it.
Skin cancer. It's a diagnosis that strikes fear into the hearts of millions every year. In the United States alone, over 5 million cases are diagnosed annually, making it the most common cancer in the country. While many of us take precautions to protect our skin, the reality is that no one is immune. This is a truth that Norah O'Donnell, esteemed journalist and anchor of the CBS Evening News, knows all too well. In a candid and emotional revelation, O'Donnell recently opened up about her own harrowing journey with melanoma, the deadliest form of skin cancer. Her story is one of shock, fear, and ultimately resilience in the face of a life-threatening illness. Join us as we delve into O'Donnell's powerful story and explore the critical importance of skin cancer awareness and early detection. Norah's melanoma diagnosis story. It was a routine checkup just before Thanksgiving in 2016 that changed Norah O'Donnell's life forever. Like many of us, O'Donnell, then 43, had gone in for a regular dermatologist appointment, something she'd been doing for years. However, this time her doctor, Dr. Elizabeth Hale, noticed something concerning. 2 suspicious moles on O'Donnell's back caught Dr. Hale's attention, and she decided to perform a biopsy. The news, which came just as O'Donnell was in the midst of holiday shopping, was devastating. Dr. Hale called to inform her that the biopsy had come back positive. It was melanoma. O'Donnell, shocked and in tears, recalls the moment vividly. Tears ran down my face. I couldn't understand how this happened to me. I'm young, I live a healthy lifestyle, she shared in an emotional interview with InStyle. Despite the overwhelming fear and confusion, Dr. Hale assured O'Donnell that the cancer was treatable, but it required swift action. The journalist underwent surgery to remove the mole, a procedure that involved a significant excision to ensure all the cancerous cells were eliminated. The experience was not only physically taxing, but also emotionally draining for O'Donnell and her family. She had to explain the situation to her young children, a task no parent ever wants to face. In the days before surgery, I lay awake at night wondering if I'd be there for my kids' important life moments. Would I see their first dates or proms? It was a lot to process, she shared. The diagnosis was a stark reminder of her own mortality and served as a profound wake-up call. O'Donnell realized that despite her healthy lifestyle and regular checkups, she was not invincible. It was a humbling realization that prompted her to reevaluate her priorities and advocate for her own health like never before. Background on melanoma. Melanoma, the type of skin cancer Norah O'Donnell was diagnosed with, is the most serious form of the disease. It develops in the cells that produce melanin, the pigment that gives skin its color. While it is less common than other types of skin cancer, such as basal cell and squamous cell carcinomas, it is far more dangerous because of its ability to spread to other parts of the body if not caught and treated early. According to the American Cancer Society, melanoma accounts for only about 1% of all skin cancers, but it causes the majority of skin cancer deaths. In 2023, it is estimated that over 97,000 new melanomas will be diagnosed in the United States, and nearly 8,000 people will die from the disease. Several factors can increase an individual's risk of developing melanoma. These include having fair skin, a history of sunburns, excessive exposure to ultraviolet, UV radiation from the sun or tanning beds, having many moles or unusual moles, a family history of melanoma, and a weakened immune system. One of the most important things to understand about melanoma is that early detection is critical. When caught and treated in its early stages, the 5-year survival rate for melanoma is 99%. However, that number drops dramatically as the cancer spreads. This is why dermatologists encourage regular self-examinations and yearly skin checks. When examining your skin, it's essential to be aware of the ABCDE warning signs of melanoma. Asymmetry. One half of the mole looks different from the other half. Border. The edges are irregular, ragged, or blurred. Color. The color is not uniform and may include shades of brown, black, pink, red, white, or blue. Diameter, the spot is larger than 6 millimeters, about the size of a pencil eraser. Evolving. The mole is changing in size, shape, or color. Prevention is also key when it comes to reducing your risk of melanoma. This includes protecting your skin from UV radiation by wearing sunscreen with an SPF of at least 30, wearing protective clothing, avoiding peak sun hours, and never using tanning beds. Norah's tanning bed usage and regrets. Like many young women, Norah O'Donnell was not always as diligent about sun protection as she is now. Growing up in Texas, O'Donnell was a cheerleader and athlete who spent countless hours in the sun. I grew up in San Antonio, and I think that certainly played a role. I was a cheerleader. I laid out in the sun, she admitted in an interview with CBS This Morning. However, it wasn't just the Texas sun that contributed to O'Donnell's melanoma risk. In her 20s, before the dangers were widely known, O'Donnell frequently used tanning beds. In the 90s, we used to go tanning booths all the time, which, get the base tan or keep a tan in the winter, she shared. Looking back, O'Donnell deeply regrets her tanning bed usage. She now understands that each session greatly increased her risk of developing skin cancer. In fact, according to the Skin Cancer Foundation, just one indoor tanning session can increase your risk of developing melanoma by 20%, and each additional session during the same year boosts the risk by almost another 2%. Now, as a mother and public figure, O'Donnell is using her platform to warn others, especially young women, about the dangers of tanning beds. "I want to issue a warning to young people. Don't go to tanning salons," she urged in a powerful on-air message. O'Donnell's experience is a poignant reminder that the decisions we make in our youth can have profound consequences later in life. Her story serves as a cautionary tale, emphasizing the importance of sun safety and debunking the myth of the healthy tan. Challenges during treatment and recovery. Norah O'Donnell's journey with melanoma was not just a physical battle. It also took a significant toll on her mental and emotional well-being. One of the most challenging aspects of her treatment and recovery was the mandatory 6-week hiatus from exercise following her surgery. As an avid runner and fitness enthusiast, O'Donnell struggled with this forced period of inactivity. Not being able to work out for 6 weeks was one of the hardest things. "I was distraught," she confessed. The journalist discovered just how much her physical health was intertwined with her mental health, as she found herself grappling with feelings of depression and anxiety. The experience was a profound reminder of the mind-body connection and the importance of self-care during times of stress and illness. It also made me realize how much exercise is tied to mental health. "I really was down in the dumps over the diagnosis, and then not being able to exercise had a big effect on my mood," O'Donnell shared. In addition to the emotional challenges, O'Donnell also had to navigate the constant fear of recurrence. As a melanoma survivor, she now undergoes frequent checkups every 3 to 4 months to monitor for any new or changing moles. "I'm now in a high-risk category, so I have to be very vigilant," she explained. However, O'Donnell has chosen to use her platform and experience to raise awareness about the importance of early detection and skin cancer screenings. She openly shares her story to encourage others to prioritize their skin health and not delay doctor visits. Reflecting on her own experience, O'Donnell admits to feeling a sense of guilt for not taking her skin health more seriously in the past. "I think back now and I think, why didn't I go more frequently? Why didn't I take this seriously? Why did I blow off my appointment?" she shared in an interview with Health.com. Yet amidst the challenges and regrets, O'Donnell also expresses immense gratitude for her doctor's vigilance in catching the melanoma early. She recognizes that her outcome could have been much different had it not been for Dr. Hale's keen eye and swift action. Importance of preventative screenings. Norah O'Donnell's melanoma diagnosis was a turning point not just in her personal life but also in her professional mission as a journalist. The experience ignited a passion for advocating for preventative health care and encouraging others to prioritize their own health screenings. In the wake of her diagnosis, O'Donnell has become a vocal champion for the importance of regular checkups and early detection. She uses her platform to urge people not to delay their preventative screenings, even in the face of the COVID-19 pandemic. I think one of the things that happened during the pandemic is people delayed their preventative care, O'Donnell noted in an interview with Healthline. People were afraid to go to the doctor or the hospital because they were worried about contracting COVID-19. However, as O'Donnell points out, hospitals and clinics have implemented stringent safety protocols to protect patients and staff. One of my own doctors actually said a hospital is one of the safest places to be because there is universal mask and glove wearing, she shared. The journalist emphasizes that delaying preventative care can have serious, even life-threatening consequences. I think it's so important that we continue to get our preventative screenings, whether it's a colonoscopy, a mammogram, a pap smear, or a skin check, she urged. O'Donnell's message is clear. Early detection saves lives. By catching potential health issues early, when they are most treatable, we give ourselves the best chance at a positive outcome. This is particularly true when it comes to skin cancer. When melanoma is detected and treated in its earliest stage, the 5-year survival rate is 99%. In addition to skin checks, O'Donnell also stresses the importance of making all preventative screenings a priority. She acknowledges that in the busyness of daily life, it can be easy to put our own health on the back burner. However, she urges people to view these checkups not as optional, but as essential investments in our long-term well-being. We have to make our health a priority. We have to carve out that time and make sure we're getting these regular screenings, she emphasized. It's not just about going to the doctor when something is wrong. It's about going to the doctor to prevent something from going wrong. O'Donnell's advocacy is a powerful reminder that taking control of our health is one of the most important things we can do for ourselves and our loved ones. Her story underscores the fact that no one is immune to health challenges, but by being proactive and vigilant, we can greatly improve our chances of catching issues early and securing the best possible outcomes. The ripple effect of Norah's story. Norah O'Donnell's decision to share her melanoma journey publicly has had a profound impact that extends far beyond her own personal experience. Her story has become a catalyst for change, inspiring countless individuals to take charge of their skin health and prioritize preventative care. In the wake of O'Donnell's revelation, dermatologists across the country reported a significant uptick in the number of patients scheduling skin cancer screenings. Many of these patients cited O'Donnell's story as the impetus for their decision to get checked. This phenomenon, known as the celebrity effect, underscores the powerful influence that public figures can have on health behaviors. O'Donnell's impact is not just limited to increasing screening rates. Her story has also sparked important conversations about sun safety, the dangers of tanning beds, and the importance of early detection. These discussions have taken place in living rooms, doctors' offices, and even on Capitol Hill, where lawmakers have introduced legislation aimed at strengthening regulations on indoor tanning and promoting skin cancer prevention education. Moreover, O'Donnell's openness about her own experience has helped to destigmatize the conversation around cancer and survivorship. By sharing her fears, her challenges, and her ultimate triumph, she has given a face and a voice to a disease that affects millions of Americans each year. Her story has provided comfort, hope, and a sense of solidarity to countless individuals who have faced their own cancer journeys. Perhaps most importantly, O'Donnell's journey has underscored the fact that cancer does not discriminate. It can affect anyone, regardless of age, race, gender, or socioeconomic status. By sharing her story, O'Donnell has helped to break down the barriers of silence and shame that often surround a cancer diagnosis, encouraging others to speak up, seek help, and advocate for their own health. The role of public figures in health advocacy. Norah O'Donnell's impact as a melanoma survivor and advocate highlights the crucial role that public figures can play in shaping health behaviors and attitudes. When celebrities and public figures speak openly about their health journeys, they have the power to reach millions of people and affect meaningful change. This influence stems in part from the fact that public figures are often seen as relatable and trustworthy sources of information. When a respected journalist like O'Donnell shares her personal story, it carries a weight and authenticity that can be more impactful than a generic public health message. Moreover, public figures have the ability to cut through the noise and bring attention to important health issues that might otherwise go unnoticed. By using their platforms to raise awareness, they can help to educate the public, dispel myths and misconceptions, and encourage proactive health behaviors. However, the role of public figures in health advocacy is not without its challenges. It's crucial that celebrities who choose to speak out about health issues do so responsibly and accurately. They must be mindful of the influence they wield and ensure that the information they share is evidence-based and vetted by medical professionals. Additionally, public figures must be sensitive to the diverse experiences and challenges that their audience may face. While their personal stories can be powerful, they must also acknowledge that not everyone has access to the same resources, healthcare, or support systems. Effective health advocacy requires a nuanced understanding of the structural and systemic barriers that can impact health outcomes. Despite these challenges, the potential for public figures to make a positive impact in the health space is immense. By using their voices and platforms to promote preventative care, early detection, and healthy behaviors, they can quite literally save lives. As we move forward, it's crucial that we continue to encourage and support public figures who choose to use their influence for good in the health arena. By fostering a culture of openness, education, and advocacy, we can empower individuals to take control of their health and work towards a future where no one has to face a cancer diagnosis alone. Norah O'Donnell's journey with melanoma is a testament to the power of resilience, self-advocacy, and the importance of preventative healthcare. Through her candid and heartfelt sharing of her story, she has shone a light on the critical need for skin cancer awareness and early detection. O'Donnell's experience serves as a reminder that even those who prioritize their health and lead active lifestyles are not immune to the risks of skin cancer. However, her story also offers hope and encouragement. By catching her melanoma early, O'Donnell was able to secure a positive outcome and use her platform to inspire others to take charge of their own health. As we reflect on O'Donnell's journey, it's crucial to recognize the progress that has been made in skin cancer treatment and prevention. Advancements in research and technology have led to earlier detection, more effective treatments, and better outcomes for patients. However, there is still much work to be done in terms of raising awareness and ensuring that everyone has access to the preventative care they need. In sharing her story, O'Donnell issues a powerful call to action for all of us to prioritize our health and book those essential screenings. Whether it's a skin check, mammogram, or colonoscopy, these preventative measures can quite literally save lives. Of course, taking control of our health is not always easy. It requires time, effort, and sometimes overcoming our own fears and anxieties. However, as O'Donnell's experience illustrates, the benefits far outweigh the challenges. By being proactive and advocating for our own well-being, we give ourselves the best possible chance at a healthy, vibrant future. As we conclude, let us take a moment to express our gratitude for Norah O'Donnell's bravery and willingness to share her story. Her honesty and vulnerability have undoubtedly touched and inspired countless lives. May her journey serve as a powerful reminder of the strength of the human spirit and the importance of taking control of our health, one screening at a time. Thank you for joining us on this exploration of Norah O'Donnell's powerful melanoma journey. If her story resonated with you, please like and subscribe to our channel for more inspiring content. Remember, early detection saves lives. Book those screenings, and until next time, take care of yourselves and each other.